My name's Tim Speed. I own a recording studio in Liverpool it's now called Coastal Sound Recording Studios. The studio started life as a project studio for me and the band that I was playing in for a few years, and we built the studio to record our own songs and produce our own stuff in. A project to make personal music in. We made it wasn't a huge leap, but it was more of a mental leap into commercial recording. So we had to provide some more facilities, some more equipment, and be just more mindful that the place had to have not standard of equipment, but certain equipment, and we'd get producers or musicians coming through asking for certain things, and we always try to respond to that. Pleasure I've had out of the studio is working with people who are interested in and hearing people create and record music is a thrill, actually, and also been around when that process is happening. But for me, I think what I'm most pleased about is when a musician or a band enjoys commercial success, and they, particularly if it's paid for by a record company, and we get a band coming like the Zootons, and they recorded Who Killed the Zootons, which is their debut album. They recorded and mixed the whole album here in the studio, and it was a real thrill when they went on and did really well, and the record sold, and then they ended up becoming a brilliant band, but a successful band. People can now afford really high quality recording equipment, and a lot of people are now making records at home or in their garage or in their bedroom or in their home studio, and there is less and less demand for this type of commercial studio. Our USP is the space we have. So if you're a band or an orchestra, a choir, we can record and cater for what you need, simply because of the space we have and the environment we have. If you're recording drum and bass, or you're recording electronic music, where you don't always need that space, we might not be the studio to come to, and music is diversifying, but there's more and more places that people can record music in many places now. They just don't need studios because of equipment. So our market is definitely shrinking, and the bands that come to us now, rather than staying here for 3 months, they might come here for 3 weeks and then take the music home or
to do it themselves
somewhere else. Yeah. And so that's why you're finding right now a lot of recording studios are going out of business. We're still here because I love doing it. I think we still have a market. How much longer we will be here as a studio will depend on commercial factors to do with the rent on the building, the land values in city centres.
It's skyrocketing.
And you're finding a lot of traditional large recording studios aren't existing anymore because of commercial pressures, and because the market's changing, and a lot of people can make really great quality sounding recordings on what used to be home recording setups, but are pro now. It's not affecting music. People making music is just as creative as they've ever been. It's just recording. It's affecting the way music is being recorded, and because recording studios are set up a certain way, you'll find, we may be one of the casualties of the shift in way things are done. Yeah. So I don't know how much longer we'll be here. We've had a good run.
Do it as long as you can.
We've enjoyed doing it.
Yeah.
It's been great.